Hello, 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 hello. Here we are. So welcome back to Psychotrading episode. I don't even know what episode this is, but today we're going to talk about creating a system for success. You have to build systems in every single area of your life, in trading, in the gym, in whatever single area of your life. You need a system, something to fall back on once you get a little distracted or anything else. You need alignment in your life, something to look back. Okay, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. So today we're gonna create a system for trading, for funded accounts, and how to get actual payouts. This can go from any, like if you're a beginner, if you're an expert, if you've been doing this for a long time, if you've been getting payouts. This system is what I use for my students, what I use myself to actually get payouts. So today we're gonna work like if we are starting trading, like we haven't gotten any payouts. So if you haven't any got if so if you haven't gotten any payouts and you're just starting off fresh with trading, you kind of have a strategy on. This is exactly how you're gonna get funded, okay? And again, if you're an expert and you have gotten funded before, you can just switch the you can switch the numbers around to something that works for you, but you're creating a system, something to fall back on. Okay, so let's start. So creating a system, we don't rise to the level of your goals. We fall to the level of your system. That is a beautiful quote that I live day in and day out. That is just, it speaks perfectly to who I am. So, okay, start here. We're gonna start with a 5K account, either with gold funded trader, with Blue Guardian trader, with funded next. There's a bunch of funded accounts that cost $39 for a 5K account, which is the smallest account we can get. So we start there. Once we buy the account, we are down $39, which is nothing. If you can ask your parents for money, you can ask a friend for money, you can go ask in the streets for money if you don't have money, but you can get $39 somehow, and you can start your trading journey. So after that, we go into processes. So every single time there's a process and a decision and a yes or no. So process one, we're gonna start phase one in the account. So in phase one, we're gonna risk 1% every single trade until we make 4%. Once we're at 4%, then we can risk 2% to make the remaining of the 10%. It's pretty simple, right? So with the 5K account, we're gonna, once we make $200, then we start risking 2%. We start risking $100 per trade. So once we pass phase one, okay, if we pass phase one, we go to phase two, right? If we don't pass phase one, we go back to start. We go get another account, and now I'll show you guys how this goes. So process number two, phase two. In phase two, we're gonna risk 1% until we pass the account. Super simple. We're not gonna over risk because it's only 5 or 6% that you need for phase two. And every single day, as we have it over here, we're gonna risk 2% a day. So you can only take 2 trades a day until you're done with trading. You can't take you close your laptop, you close your phone, you're done. Go touch some grass, because that's it, right? You're done with trading. So pretty simple. You have the rules for the account. Let's continue. So decisions. Let's say we have decision yes and decision no. No, we did not pass the account, phase one or phase two. We failed them. And I'm gonna show you what we do. And yes, we did pass them, right? So let's start with no. So we didn't pass phase one or phase two. What happened? So first, we're gonna journal what we did wrong. So we're supposed to be journaling every single trade, what we did, we did what we did right, what we did wrong, every single thing. We're okay. I have to work on this. So every single, just journal what you did wrong in this account. We're gonna go to the next step. So understand what the problem was, and your job now is to not do it again. How simple is that? Every single one of you can do it. So common mistakes some of you guys can do: over risking on the day. Did you not risk what you're supposed to? We just went over it. You have your process right there, your rules right there. So don't over risk on the day. Over risking on the trade. In a specific trade, did you over risk? Did you take more than you were supposed to? Not consistent RR. Again, if we're risking 1%, we're supposed to at least get a 1 or 2, right? If we're taking 1-on-ones or we're closing early because we feel scared and emotional, I don't know how this trade is going to go. There's an RR, a risk to reward for a reason. If we're supposed to be at least risking a 1 or 2s. If we're risking $50, we're supposed to at least get $100 in the trade. If not, then stop loss. Another thing can be not taking your setups, your strategy. You're just taking random trades, doing taking a trade over here from this guy, take a trade from this guy, take a trade from this guy. You don't have a consistent strategy. That's another thing. Or you're just being a moron. You're just being stupid. You're taking dumb little trades that are costing you your profits, and you lost the account. So again, we're gonna journal what we did wrong, be present, and take accountability of our actions. And again, our only job now is to not do it again. Pretty simple, pretty fucking simple. Next process, keep working on your emotions. What you do outside the charts counts as well. Again, once we're done trading, we're supposed to go hit the gym, get better ourselves. We're supposed to journal, better ourselves. We're supposed to go outside and not just keep looking at the charts all the time. Just keep on doing something else outside of trading, and the right way. Remember what you do outside, how you do one thing, how you do everything else. And that's it. So those are the 3 steps. If we lose the accounts, and then we go back to start here, 5K account, you buy another account. Now that we journal and we know what we did wrong, our only job is to not do it again. Pretty fucking simple, right? So we spend another $39 and we go through the process again. It's a loop. It's a loop. So now let's go back to decisions, and let's say we passed it. Now we passed phase 1, phase 2. We learned from our mistakes. So let's see. So now that we're funded, we got the funded account. Congratulations. You actually made it. You're doing progress. You got funded. Now we're going to risk 0.50% until you get a withdrawal. Minimum, it's $100. I think every funded account, every funding program is minimum $100 to actually get a withdrawal. So that's going to be 2%. Once you get 2%, you're going to be able to get a withdrawal. And again, some consistency rules, but that's just little, like that goes with trading. But excuse me, once we get it over $100, then we can get the withdrawal. That's going to be 4 trades of 1 or 2. Sounds easy, right? Just got to be consistent with your strategy. 4 trades, 1 or 2. Once we get the withdrawal, it's going to be, let's say, $100, $150, $200, however it went. With that, we're going to buy 2 to 3 5K accounts. We're going to reinvest the profits into the account, into our program, right? We're going to reinvest profits by 3 accounts, 2-3 accounts. Let's say in total we have now 4 accounts. So we're going to have the live funded account that we're getting withdrawals, and we're going to keep on getting 0.50. We're going to keep on trading that account 0.50 until we keep getting withdrawals and withdrawals and withdrawals, 0.50%. But with the withdrawals, we're going to start buying the accounts, more accounts, but the same accounts. It doesn't mean you get a withdrawal with the 5K account and you go buy a 200K account. We're not there yet. It's step by step. We're going to keep buying the same account, 5K accounts, right? So let's go to the next step. Let's say we buy 3 accounts. Now we're going to go to a social trade copier. If you guys don't know what that is it's a separate like website or something. It's a bot that connects all your funded accounts into one. So you can put the live account as the leader, and then the other 3 accounts as the slaves. So everything you do on the live account is gonna take the same trades in the other accounts. So you don't have to open up every single live account in the separate tabs. It's just a struggle. So what you're gonna do is connect them all in a social trade copier, so your live is so much easier. And after that, so your goal should be 5 accounts connected. So your goal should be to get 5K accounts all connected in the social trade copier. If we get 5 accounts and you get 2 withdrawals a month, that's normal standards for a funded account. And again, we're withdrawing 2%, which is $100 minimum. That's going to be $1,000 a month. with 5 accounts, withdrawing 2% 2 times a month. Does that make sense? So once we get consistent with the 5K accounts, okay, I hit 4 payouts with the, it's been 3-4 months with the 5K accounts. I haven't lost them. Maybe I lost a couple, but I added more. I've always stayed like, I've been consistent with the accounts, and I've been actually getting payouts on money, $1,000 a month, which is pretty good. But once you're starting out, and then we can, now is when we can scale. So now that we're scaling, okay, now I'm consistent with the 5K accounts. Now with the withdrawals, we're gonna start buying 10K accounts. And again, I don't want you to, now that we're getting $1,000, you can easily go buy a 100K account, but I don't want you to do that. You know why? Because our emotions are not ready to start risking $1,000 a trade. You're not ready for that. I don't know if some of you guys haven't made $1,000 in a day, never in your life. So how can we go from making $50 in a day and risking $50 per trade to now risking $1,000 per trade? If your trade goes up $600, that's more than you've made in 1% of $100,000 is 1,000. That's more than you made in a month with the 5K accounts. Your emotional regulation is not going to be there. That's why you're going to fail. And I'm going to tell you now, don't waste your money. You're going to fail, and I don't want you to fail. This is a system that's going to make you succeed. So we have to go step by step, little by little. With the money that we're making now, the $1,000 a month, we're going to buy 10K accounts, and we're going to do the same thing. You're probably gonna fail the first, because now you're gonna making a little more money. It's just getting comfortable with that money. You have to become the person that is used to trading with that money now. So with the 10K account, you're gonna risk 1%, which is $100. You have to be comfortable risking $100. Now making $200 a day. Now you're making a little more, and then same thing. Let's go to the next one. So again, before we go there. So it's just the same thing. So now we get a 10K account, we get a withdrawal. With that withdrawal, we keep buying more 2-3 10K accounts. Then we connect them, and we can kind of like take out the 5K, put in a 10K. Take out a 5K, put in a 10K. Once we're done with the 10Ks, then we can move on to 25Ks or 50Ks. It's little by little. Let that emotional regulation get used to leveling up in a sense. And then we can do that in 6-8 months. You're gonna scale up once until you get to 100K trading accounts. So once we get to 100K accounts, let's say we're doing the same thing. We have 5 100K accounts connected in the social trade copier, withdrawing 2%, which is not bad, which is 4 trades, 1 or 2, twice a month. So 2 payouts per account, twice a month. Two payouts per account, which is 2% each. That's 20K a month. 20K a month. How much would your life change if you start making 20K a month? You can, let's go to the next. That's complete freedom. You can be wherever you want, travel wherever you want, live wherever you want. We can quit your job once you have enough savings and do this full time. You can travel the world, take care of your family. You can give some money to your family, to your friends, invite them to dinner, take care of some of their bills. How cool is that? That you're able to be a blessing to others. You can drive, obviously, whatever you want in a sense, but obviously with financial sense, you can drive whatever you want. You can live in wherever you want. That is 5 to 100K accounts all connected. Guys, you can go from a 5K account to a 100K account, and you can do this whole process in a year, 8 months to a year, 8 to 12 months. You can really do this. Like, it's not that hard. And we went through it. You know it's not hard. You know you can do this. So freedom is right there at your fingertips. All you need is alignment, a system. This is the system you're gonna follow for the next 6 to 12 months. And then I want you to text me that, oh, wow, it did work. I'm here now trading 100K accounts. I feel comfortable risking $1,000 per trade. I'm now making $2,000, $3,000 per trade. and I'm withdrawing consistently from the 100K accounts. All of this doesn't come from a strategy, but from a regulation of emotions. I'm learning how to control them. Once you understand yourself, you can keep going, and anything is possible. Imagine that's only with the 100K accounts, the 20K a month. Imagine you keep regulating your emotions and keep growing and evolving and bettering yourself, and you can start putting 400K accounts. Imagine having $1 million funded. I know a lot of people with $1 million funded. They're making 40, 50K a month. They're making 40K withdrawals. Imagine how your life can change. And again, it's not hard, but this doesn't come from a trading strategy. I don't want you to go hop from, like, I'm not making consistent money because of my strategy. It's not your strategy, it's your system. You don't have systems in place, you don't have rules in place. This is a system that's gonna make you succeed. And again, if you fail, you go back to square one. Start here, buy a 5K account and start all over again. Again, you don't have to, if you're at a 100K account, you're not gonna go back to 5K accounts. Obviously, now you withdrew a little bit of money, you have a little more money, you can start at 100K or 50K or 10K, wherever you're at. But if start getting comfortable and evolving and be bettering yourself so you can handle that type of money. So that's basically it. Again, this is an overview. I want you to copy this. Again, you can copy this, write it down in your notebook, and make the same system. I want you to really do it. And again, I want to finish with, we don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Systems is everything. Thank you for watching, and this is I'll see you guys in the next episode of Psychotrading. Thank you.